Hi and welcome to a Memories Made Scrapbooking Process video. I'm Jen Gallacher and today we are going to use this striped pattern paper to create an 8.5 by 11 inch layout. Now this is a beautiful piece of paper from Patio from Pebbles, and I loved both the lemon as well as the yellow stripe. But I tend to like to start my layouts with something that's a little less busy. So I almost always start with the B side. To the bottom of this layout, I'm adding a piece of Simple Stories pattern paper. I really loved this kind of gingham check. For all of the supplies that I used to create this layout, you can check the video description below and it will have links that you can use to shop the supplies. I have some pattern paper. This is a basics pattern from Echo Park Paper from their Dots and Stripes collection. And I try and keep some of these tone-on-tone patterns on hand just so I can kind of have some matching things to go with the rest of the layouts that I have. So I'm going to tuck this behind a little bit. I am using Dot Runner adhesive. It is permanent, but because I'm working fairly quickly, it allows me to stick things behind. And then I've taken a strip of the paper, and I'm going to use the lemon side this time. It's one nice thing about when you do a smaller layout, such as an 8.5 by 11 inch layout, then you can easily just add the pieces to it. Okay, so this just decorates the bottom of the layout. And you could just use the yellow, but I like creating some layers here. Then to the top part, we're going to create a cluster right here in the middle. So we've kind of anchored the bottom with some pattern paper, but let's create a cluster. We're going to start with this black and white American Crafts tag, and then I have a black bingo card, and we're going to kind of keep the colors similar. To the top of this tag, I have two natural colored clothespins. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some additional adhesive. You can see I already started. Using the lines on your paper, this is an easy way to kind of create a grid. Now I'm not going to press it down because I want to add a few other elements. One is this beautiful lemon tag. It's from a totally different company and collection. It is from Create Paper's Flourish collection, and it's one of the ephemera pieces. We're just going to start kind of building a little bit of a grid here, or rather a cluster. And then this is just a super cool tag. It's vellum and it's a paint by numbers design, but I love the black and white and that it's see-through. Now with something that's see-through, I'm only going to add adhesive to the part of the tag that won't be seen anywhere else on the page so that it doesn't show that adhesive anywhere else. All right, the photo is just a small photo I printed at home. It's about almost 3 inches by 4 inches tall. Not exactly, but close. And this will be the only photo on this layout. And I used it because I loved that my daughter was laughing in this photo. And then I have a title. This is from Heidi Swap. It is a sticker and it comes in 2 pieces. And we're going to place this right along the bottom of the photo. And you can see, the thing about these stickers is once you've stuck them down onto your photo, they will rip the photo if you try and pull it back up, so do be careful. Now something I'm doing a lot lately is I'm using manual die cut shapes. This is one of my favorite new shapes from Cartabella and Echo Park. I'm using a spellbinder's tool to poke out some of the smaller pieces from the center. And I've die cut 2 of these from a green cardstock that matches the green in the Echo Park striped paper below. So you can see it just kind of pops out the inner pieces. It does have a sharp pointy end, and then this end is, if I had an intricate design, I could roll it across the top of the design and it would help some of those elements pop out. So I'll add a little bit of adhesive to the back of this leaf cluster. We'll place one down like this. And then I have a very old sticker that I've held on to forever from Pebbles, but I thought it looked really cute with this particular layout. If you don't have a sticker like this, all you need to do is accordion fold a circle and then add a flower punch here, or look for something that is white to add here. Take the second cluster, we'll add some more adhesive. You could use a glue pen or whatever adhesive that you like. Just place those two. We're going to overlap both the bingo card, leaving the title at the top, but the lemon tag is kind of obscured, so it's just a hint. Now this is a butterfly, two butterflies rather, from a Flourish pattern paper collection, or the pattern paper collection Flourish rather, from crepe paper, and I fussy cut these out. And then I gently fold them down the center so they stick up a little bit. I'm going to place the first one right along the edge of that first tag at the top, and I use my lines as a guide for placement for my next items. And then the second one is going to go off the edge here. Now, to anchor the photo a little bit, there's a lot of white and it kind of floats off into the distance. You have a lot of black on this side, so here's a trick that you can use, is to bring that color in with photo corners. And this is something that I like to do, and instantly look how that pops. So we'll just add it to the left side. Don't feel like you have to add it to every corner, especially one that is kind of hidden. That would be a waste. So see, instantly I have black here, and black here. Now the journaling I've printed on white, and I've cut them out as journaling strips. This is my preferred method of journaling. And I'll place these right across the top of that leaf. What this does is marry all of those pieces together. And I'm using my lines, this bottom edge of the photo, you can see it aligns right with that particular journaling piece. And then the final one actually includes the location and the date. I'm not always good about dating my layouts, and it's something I want to be better at, so I'm working on that. So here how you can see how the cluster is beginning to come together. Now at this point, this is where you're going to start wanting to add details, whether it's through enamel dots or punches or tabs, but this is when you start filling in any holes that you see on the page. So I'm going to take some of these yellow enamel dots that I have over here and just add a few to the layout just to fill in a little bit with some texture. I'll bring them up here at the top as well. And this will just kind of help finish off the layout a little bit. So here you can see a layout that started with kind of a bold striped pattern paper. It works because it is almost tone on tone or a colored cardstock. And so then you can add a little bit more of the busy to it. Another thing that I would recommend when you use a pattern paper like this is to make sure your photo is less busy, so more like a headshot kind of photo. If you like this Memories Made scrapbooking process video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and for additional inspiration, visit jengallacher.com.